I'm Kathy Adams, and welcome to another episode of All About Community. We have an exciting show today. One of my dear friends, funny, and really is doing some great things in the community. We have my dear friend, Donald Lacy with the Love Life Foundation. How are you doing?
Your Highness, whenever I can be with my shiro, hey, I'm all about it.
Well, listen, I know you're doing some exciting work, and I just want to kind of jump in and let's just dive into the history of the life of your daughter and how you formed this organization.
Well, first of all, thank you for having me. Lacy, I gave her the name because when I delivered her on 580 freeway while driving, one hand on the wheel, one hand between her mother's legs. And in fact, it says on her birth certificate, place of birth, 580 freeway. Attending physician, Donald Lacy, BD, baby's daddy. And she was just this, October is always a rough month for me because it's the anniversary of her death. She was killed on October 20th, 1997. But she was a successful conflict resolution mediator, McClymonds. She was a peace activist. A few months before she was tragically murdered, an innocent victim, a friend of hers from her school was killed. And she told me she wanted to do something. So I'm like, baby girl, well, what do you do? She said, I'm tired of seeing all these Black kids dying. We got to start a movement. So the Love Life Foundation was her idea. And unfortunately, after she was killed, I stopped everything I was doing. I was living primarily in LA at the time, doing my entertainment thing, and I carried forth her mission. And now, to God be the glory, every time you come into Oakland, it says entering Oakland, it says Love Life on them because Love Life is the official motto of the city of Oakland. So I sleep good at night knowing that her life, her death, and the work we've been doing since she was killed was all part of God's design.
Well, that is very touching. And I feel like I didn't get to meet her, but I saw you on this journey. How many years it's been now?
27.
27 years. And when you say the word love life, and we know that we are in the trenches, and I think it's important to just tell people that even with this organization, as we talk more about it, that you have been in deep East Oakland, really talking with these young people on the street in terms of how to change that narrative.
Yeah, that's a great point and question. And I will say, wow, it has been a roller coaster ride. It has been a drain. I could say all these difficult things, but the good news is the young people. This year we had the best class of young. The GPAs range from.
Well, tell them about the class. So what is the class?
The class is the after school program that you came to.
Yes.
And we train them in Black history. We train them in financial literacy. We help them with their studies. We have all kind of professionals like yourself, people like you who are doing stuff that can come in and mentor, particularly the young women.
Yes.
Because we have as many, if not more, young women than we do young men. And I always tell them, man, the difference between y'all and me is I had Black men who raised me, not just my father, who was always in home, but my uncles and somebody I just lost, Reverend Townsend. He raised me. So these young men don't have Black men like me in the home, like that old saying is trite but true. To be a man, you got to see a man. And it's not lost upon me that it was designed to remove the Black man from the equation. So I'm a surrogate father to all these beautiful young people, and they bless me every day. And I learn, and people think I'm saying this just to say stuff, but I learn as much as I teach. So I feel blessed, and I like to say, well, I lost one, I've gained thousands.
Well, I can truly say that your passion just speaks volume. And I heard a motto say that they'll be what they see.
Yeah.
And you kind of have demonstrated that by the man that you are and all the many things that you're doing, in the community. And I know that we have in the program too. I want you to talk briefly about the scholarship, and then we'll talk more, go into a deeper dive about the event, which I'm excited about because I'm going to be an honoree. But
deservedly so, Queen, because you've been putting in work for years.
Donald, this is your time. You don't get to talk about me.
Come on your show and give you your flowers. My mama would slap me upside the head. And I don't want my mama coming down from heaven to slapping me upside the head on your show.
I received the flowers, but it's really all about you. And the program that's been going on, how meaningful has it been for the money that you raised to make sure that these young people enter into college.
Man, that's the thing. And, all of we got youngsters in college right now. We got youngsters graduated. We do our Black Tie Scholarship Gala where we're honoring sheroes and heroes like you. And the proceeds go, and we give them a nice chunk of change. We give each student $12,500. And this year we got 5 that are going to be in 4-year colleges in the next couple of years. And man, to see these kids and to watch them go on, I can't tell you. Man, it's so rewarding.
Well, I tell you what, we're definitely going to do, because we're going to have to take a break soon. But when we come back, we're going to take a deeper dive into, even you have to pull out your phone because you're honoring some amazing people. And I just want the audience to really, really, really be able to hear about this amazing event that you've done that has changed the landscape of Oakland. We talked about they'll be what they see. Donald clearly has demonstrated that with his beautiful family, and he's going to be a grandpa too, but we'll talk about that later too.
Hallelujah.
So I'm just telling you, just before we just break, I just love the fact that you're so connected, a businessman, a father, family man. Now the next journey for the grandpa. So as we break, we will be right back to talk about the Love Life Foundation. So many great things are happening with this organization, sending the kids to college, giving back to the community, and using his life to live out the life of his beautiful daughter. We'll be right back. Thank you.